Usually when I mention anything that has to do with any type of race or anything like that, usually the NAACP comes up. And I know we had a conversation about NAACP earlier.
Yeah.
How active are they in what you do? Have you reached out to them or?
In all honesty, so people like Wendell, right? Wendell Harris, he was a former person from the school board. I know he's involved with the NAACP. He has been intentional about trying to make that merge. I often get calls from people who call or contact the NAACP and then he refers them to me, right? So there is, in all lanes, because I do this, I mean, we've had this conversation about the church, you know, about organizations and philanthropy. There are a lot of people who who not just me, but people see and feel their lack of involvement or their, you know, lack of visibility. And it could be one or the other, or it could be both, you know what I'm saying, in some cases. But what I do appreciate is there are some people or individuals in those different lanes who are listening and who are trying to be intentional about getting those entities to step up and do what they need to be doing. Because in all honesty, man, I mean, we would be a lot further if a lot of these organizations or people or different entities were a lot more involved, and they aren't. And it's unfortunate. It definitely sets us back as a culture and as a cause, because that's more work that very few of us have to take on. So, and we are nowhere near. I'm not as near as notable as an NAACP across the globe or across the nation. So, if we had that support or that leverage from them, again, we would be a lot more effective and efficient. So I most definitely hope that they see a reason or a need to step up and represent from a historic standpoint at that, because you can't live off history forever. Can't live off what you did before, especially with the younger people. That history means nothing. That was back then. That may have worked back then. What are you doing now? You know, we live in a society that asks, what are you doing now?
Yeah. I know personally, I wish I said the NAACP, and I told you earlier, and they're supposed to call me back, and I never got a phone call back. Now, that's not, you know, any negativity towards NAACP, because they could have been busy.
Mm-hmm.
But my experience with the NAACP here,
mm-hmm.
and what is considered to be the most racist city in America, is been very slim. And I come in contact with a lot of different people, you know, a lot of different powerful people, but the NAACP has just been very scarce in their communication with me. So if the NAACP is watching this, please reach out to me.
I would encourage them to, and they should be. They should be very, like you said, with the state of the city, especially with all the ills we have in this place. They should be a very attentive and responsive name and organization. They should be reaching out to people, because that is a worldwide, you know, things that we're not negative things, especially when it comes to our race. So I will hope they definitely step it up.